Hi there, this is Ben Elliott, and today we're going to be taking a look at a piece I wrote for Triumph Audio's sample library, Superball Bang. Superball Bang is a very interesting virtual instrument as it's a drum kit sampled and processed using mallets tipped with superballs, those toys you might get at an arcade or in a vending machine. The team at Triumph really created a whole breadth of sounds out of this. Why don't we take a quick listen to the piece, which exclusively uses Superball Bang as its sound source. So for this track, we open up with a little 4-bar intro of drones and percussion to establish a tone. When I was envisioning this piece, I was thinking a sort of gritty thriller setting, maybe for a shooter game or something in a similar aesthetic. You've got to defeat these enemies or get out of the area under a time limit. After the intro, we head into what is essentially the melodic element, though it's more a kind of tone or texture. I'm using the patch Lead Crunchy Bits with my pitch wheel to create a descending tone without directly changing the notes. I think it adds a nice, uncanny element to things. I also layer in these additional pads and arps to thicken out the sound. They aren't really meant to be heard super individually, but the aim is to create extra depth that you're feeling subconsciously. For the B section, there's even less of an emphasis on melody. I introduced this kind of metallic ostinato sound with the patch Bass Steady Lock, and interestingly, this transcends the B section and essentially continues on throughout the rest of the work. In this section as well, I introduce processed bass, drum hits, ambient delay menu, which is this really cool delayed drum sound that adds some needed complexity and syncopation to the composition. Right alongside this, I have the patch Pulse Drum Kit 1, doubled and hard pan on the left and right, playing separate rhythms to generate more energy and variety. The B section also continues the pitched elements with these two drones wavering up and down, keeping it consistent and sharing a similar DNA to the A section. Throughout the entire composition, I was aiming for a sort of unfolding and building of textures. As we transition to the return to A here, we have a multitude of elements from the B section seamlessly transitioning and continuing on. The metallic ostinato and all of the additional percussion elements layer in together. Compositionally and tonally, nothing has significantly changed, but it's all just trying to strengthen and reinforce that initial statement. For the bridge, I used the patch Lead Desperate Comms to attempt to convey the feeling and sound of an alarm going off. Right alongside this, we've also got Granular Drone 1, which, to me, especially when layered into the mix, kind of sounds like hushed whispers. With this section in particular, a lot of the percussion cuts out, and I sort of wanted to paint this picture of all these hectic noises dissipating for a brief moment, and you're just hearing the panic and disarray of the people and things around, until we return right back to that A section again. So right now, I'm trying to convey this driving motion, the material pushing forward to the ending, until we have an extended little 3-bar coda of just percussion to definitively give a finale. If I were designing this in an audio middleware for a game, for instance, those last few bars could chime in to signify the end of combat or danger or anything like that. And there you have it. Just something I put together for this very cool library, all exclusively using Superball Bang from Triumph. I hope this was an interesting little overview for you.